Hello, Jeremy Chambers, Independence Acres Homestead. Today is going to be our final video in 2019 for the Cherokee Tan Pumpkin. So we received these seeds for the Cherokee Tan Pumpkin in May of this year. And if you're curious where we got them, make sure you check out the video above so that you can see a little bit more about the pumpkin itself, where we got them, and why we decided to grow them. These were some seeds that we received from Deep South Homestead in collaboration with Crazy Days. And so today, we're going to get this thing cut open. We have two different ones that we're going to be cutting open. This is the one that, if you go to this video above, that we built a cage for to keep the critters in the area from eating it. And then this one here is one of the second round of pumpkins that grew on the vine that we picked when it was still green after our first frost. So when we knew the first frost was coming, we covered as much of the plant as we could with a tarp. We were able to keep it going for about another 2 or 3 weeks, just to give the pumpkins that were on it a greater chance to finish growing. But this one here was 100% green when we pulled it off the vine after it had fully died. And it appears as if it may have been able to ripen off the vine. We're going to find out for sure here. Now, more than likely this one does not have any viable seeds in it because, well, it wasn't mature when it came off the vine. We're hoping that this one here is going to have some viable seeds so that we can grow these again next year, and then also be able to put these seeds in some hands of other homesteaders in the area so that we can get these spread back out in circulation in Michigan here. So with no more fanfare, let's get this thing cut open. Smells great. Look, we got some good seeds here. Looks like we might be able to have enough seeds here to share with others. We're gonna get these seeds scooped out and get this thing into a roasting pan, and we'll do a taste test also. Okay, that was the pumpkin that matured on the vine. Now we're gonna do the one that we're hoping ripened off the vine. Let's see what we got here. And it looks a lot like that vine ripened one, and amazingly there might even be some viable seeds in here. We are going to keep these separate just so we can do a viability test on some from each of the pumpkins. So I'm really amazed at the amount of moisture inside of these pumpkins. Usually when you're looking at a regular jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, there's just not a lot of moisture in it when you are, but this thing is just dripping on the inside with juices, and I mean, very pumpkin-y flavored. Even as a raw pumpkin, it's got a lot of flavor to it. So as we clean these out, I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the pan here so it doesn't stick, and we're just going to put these face down in here. Alright, now that we've got the pumpkins opened, getting the oven preheated, Luke and Josh are going to be going through and getting the seeds cleaned out of the pumpkin flesh. It's a good job for little boys to do.
Hey!
Okay, not so little boys. They're big boys. All right, it might not seem like it, but these guys are doing the most single important part of making sure that this pumpkin survives the next future generations, and that's separating out the seeds, and they're gonna have a blast doing it. Alright, so while the boys are getting those seeds separated, the oven is preheated to 350. We're going to put these things in the oven for about 45 minutes, so stay tuned. A taste test is coming.
You take out all the extra goo. I'm dropping stuff. Let the rest clean up.
Now that the boys have squished the seeds out of the pulp, we're going to get them rinsed off and then spread out on paper towels to dry. Alright, so the seeds have been washed and separated, and we've got both here. We've got the vine ripened pumpkin and we have the counter ripened pumpkin. So here's a good takeaway. These will ripen off the vine if for some reason your vine is damaged by frost like ours was, or if you begin to have an issue with vine borers or something of that nature. As long as the pumpkin is about the size of a small pie pumpkin, it looks like they will ripen off the vine, which is a pretty cool feature for these pumpkins. Now, the question is are the seeds going to be viable? So go ahead and take a vote down there in the comments. Let me know if you think that both will be viable or just the vine ripened will be viable. We'll be doing a viability test in about a week. We'll post the results on a video, and at that point we will be announcing whether or not we have some to give away here in Michigan, depending upon whether or not they're viable. So next up is the taste test as soon as the pumpkin come out of the oven. All right, so both of the pumpkins have been roasted. This is the vine ripened one. This is the counter ripened one. They look pretty similar in color and texture. Now, number one, we'll decide whether there's a difference in taste, but number two, whether or not we even like the thing. All right, so we are squash eaters in our house. We like winter squash. We've had delicata this year.
Buttercup.
We've had buttercup, butternut. We enjoy all of it. So this is either going to be a treat or a little bit of a disappointment. We'll see. All right, so first, we're going to do the counter ripened one first, because I have a feeling this one isn't going to have the same level of sweetness. Now, they are both very aromatic. As they're cooking it, it smelled amazing in here, but all right, smells like a pumpkin. Okay, wow. So that counter ripened one, that's really good. A little bit of sweetness, good texture, you know, not real soft. Good texture to it. All right, so we'll youngest to oldest.
That stinks.
What do you think? Pretty good? All right, Luke's turn.
It's okay. You don't have to baby spoon it to me.
Oh yes, I do, Caleb.
Fine.
Open up, baby Caleb. All right, what's everything?
Good.
Not
Pretty good, right?
Yeah,
All right,
it's
got
really
some
good.
flavor. All right, now
I give it a thumbs up.
for the vine ripened one. So this one's a little bigger, so it's a little firmer. Didn't cook down quite as soft. Oh my goodness. Oh, the vine ripened one is. Oh my gosh.
Flavor burst in your mouth?
It's really good.
That's right.
All right. And it's very firm. You know, good texture. Not really stringy or.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I give it a triple thumbs up, but I can't do it.
He's only got 2 thumbs, but he wants to give a triple thumbs up. All right, here comes Luke. All right.
That's
All right, let's chew with our mouth closed, guys.
Sorry.
All right, we don't need chewing sounds on camera here.
Here comes the airplane.
All right, here comes the airplane, Caleb. All right.
Baby, Caleb.
No, we don't need to sing. What do you think?
That's pretty good.
All right. So, guys, tell me, is this something that we want to invest time growing again next year?
Yes.
You think this is a squash that we'll enjoy eating?
Yeah.
All right. So, all in all, 8 thumbs up here for the Cherokee Tan Pumpkin as far as an eating pumpkin. All right. Well, go ahead and make sure that you leave a comment down below. What do you think are chances of propagating both the counter and the vine ripened pumpkin? If you think that both are going to do it, go ahead and leave a comment. If you think just the vine, then make sure you leave that comment. Also, if you're in the Michigan area and we do happen to have some viable seeds, you know, leave me a comment there, and we'll see if we can get in contact with you and get some seeds in your hands. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future upcoming videos. And also check us out on Facebook. Connect with us there because we can get a chance to communicate with you a little bit easier over that platform. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time,
God bless.
So the boys got done with the seed collection, and yeah, the trash can, it looks like a pumpkin murder scene.